can't say that I'm surprised to hear that Ezra Miller, yet again, is being talked about in a not so pleasant manner. It seems like this is going to be the norm for a while until something really comes to a head, I guess. So this is an article from Bounding Into Comics. As you can see from the title here, it says, parents accuse the Flash star Ezra Miller of using cult-like tactics to groom their daughter beginning at age 12. Now, let me preface everything by saying that it's not what you would think, right? Reading this title, you would probably think, something of a misconduct or physical, intimate, sexual nature. It's not that. It's not that. It's really more contributing to her delinquency. Now, I'm not going to read the article. I just want to really just give some thoughts on it real quick here. But you are welcome to, like I said, I'll leave it linked in the description below as always, as I said. So check it out if you want to. But it was more along the lines of this girl basically being given drugs, alcohol, things like that, going on these kind of excursions with Ezra Miller. He had befriended her when she was like 12, and he was 23 at the time. She's 18 now, and they're trying to get a protective order against Ezra Miller because they believe that he essentially just kind of warped her mind, just really just manipulated her and made her, I guess, for lack of a better way to put it, I guess kind of maybe turned her against them or something, is what I would infer from reading this article, from the way they've put things. And in their mind, they believe, or what they've said, is that he essentially corrupted their daughter. And at this point, nothing would surprise me. I could see that as potentially being true, especially considering how unhinged Ezra Miller is himself, right? The way he goes out there and gets himself into all kinds of trouble. If you see the body cam footage where he gets arrested and stuff, the dude he's probably under the influence in that video. It's pretty clear that he's on something, and he's just out there. That's something I'll go over at a different point in time, though, on a live stream, is his body cam arrest footage. But the dude has just repeatedly gotten himself into these situations over and over again that at this point, who can really turn a blind eye to anymore? I don't see how he is going to really get past any of this stuff. These are pretty serious claims that are being made against him, of course. Nothing, again, like I said, of that kind of nature, right? So we won't go, wouldn't call him a pred or anything like that, at least that we know of yet, right? But would it be surprising to find out maybe somewhere down the line if he has, preyed on other people before? Maybe. I don't know, but nothing would surprise me with Ezra Miller anymore. But really what this boils down to is the parents are trying to get a protective order against this guy on what they feel is him essentially corrupting their daughter. The daughter does not live with them. The daughter apparently dropped out of school, left home. They believe, allegedly she could be with Miller at this point because she had left with him beforehand. She put out a statement on her Instagram saying, she was in a toxic home environment and things like that. But the parents have doubts about whether or not this is even authentic because it reads, really, if you read the Instagram post, they do read like a PR statement. So it's a matter of, he said, she said, the parents are saying one thing, the daughter is saying another thing. Ezra Miller, I'm sure if he gets an opportunity to even talk about this, if he'll even talk about it, will probably say a completely different thing himself. So there's really no way to know. I mean, who's really telling the truth, right? Until some real substantiated evidence comes forward, something that could be verified, it's really just allegations yet again at this point. But with Ezra Miller, as we've seen before, the guy he's just completely unhinged. He's got a lot of issues himself. A lot of the stuff that he's done, really outside of just him being arrested, he hasn't really suffered any real consequences in terms of his career just yet. I'm sure that maybe there have been certain opportunities that have been maybe missed. There's probably some people that are maybe getting a little bit more apprehensive about him. But by and large, we haven't seen it cost him, like, say, the Flash movie, right? That they've decided to scrap it or get him completely out of it or anything like that. So and probably it won't be affected, I would think, if it's, especially if most of it has already been completed. But who knows? Who knows with these new allegations coming forward, or if anything worse, because it just seems it seems to keep going that way, right? With him, you hear something bad, then something else comes along that it's just like, man, what are we gonna find out next about this guy, and when is it really going to be something that has consequences for him? Because at least up to this point, in terms of his career, there hasn't really been very big consequences for him yet. You know, we saw with the Amber Heard Johnny Depp situation, completely different, right? Almost immediately, especially after the UK trial went the way it went, that's when, you know, Johnny Depp really suffered some harsh consequences to his career, right? Now maybe things will turn around for him. Maybe he'll start to be able to rebuild again because of how this recent case went for him. But with Ezra Miller, there hasn't been any kind of what I would consider to be at least severe consequences towards his career. Where had it been anybody else, who knows, right? He would have lost some significant roles that he's had in certain films and things like that. But Hollywood's been pretty silent about Ezra Miller still. So now, of course, that could change, especially if there's more revelations regarding this case or something else that could potentially be even worse. Hopefully not, right? Because it doesn't seem like it's going to get any better. But what's it really going to take at this point? So that's really all I have to say about this. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Until next time, y'all know how it goes. The hunt continues.